Look around you, on the train, in the cafe, waiting in line. Our eyes are glued to screens, consuming information in bite sized, flashy, algorithmically curated chunks. But in this constant stream, something profound has grown quieter: the sound of the turning pages. Welcome everyone to today's video where we dive into a quiet crisis that's unfolding in our modern world: the sharp decline in book reading culture. I'm your host, and today we are not just talking about books, we are exploring how this downfall affects us all. Book reading culture isn't just declining, it's in the state of free fall. Let's be honest, the signs are there. We see it in our daily lives, in our communities. News headlines often talk about declining literacy rates, shortened attention spans, and a generation that might be more accustomed to skimming headlines than diving into chapters. But what are we losing in this great exchange? And more important, can we get it back? So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's turn the page on this important conversation. This isn't just about nostalgia for smell of old paper. The decline of reading represents a fundamental shift in how our brain works. Over the past few decades, book reading has taken a nosedive, and it's largely due to the rise of digital distractions. Digital media has hijacked our attention with notifications, autoplay, and infinite scroll. It rewards and trains a scattered, reactive mind. The addictive nature of streaming services, the immediate dopamine hit from notifications are the powerful forces. This isn't about demonizing technology, it's about acknowledging a shift where deep focus engagement is being replaced by superficial consumption. This downfall isn't just harmless, but it erodes critical thinking, empathy, and even our attention spans. Reading a book, however, is an act of sustained concentration. There are no hyperlinks to click away, no pop-ups. You must stay with a single narrative thread, building your attention muscle, a skill desperately needed in our distracted world. Reading is a cornerstone of human development. At its core, reading book expands our horizon by building vocabulary, enhancing comprehension, and fostering imagination. When you dive into a story, you are not just decoding words, you are empathizing with characters, exploring new worlds, and challenging your own biases. When we watch a show, the characters' face, voice, and emotions are given to us. When we read, we are forced to become the director, the casting agent, and the set designer inside our own minds. We infer emotion from description. We build worlds from words. This act of co-creation is powerful exercise in understanding perspectives other than our own. We literally live inside another person's skin for a while. A society that reads is by its nature a more empathetic one. Reading is an active and a complex neurological workout. We decode symbols, build vocabulary, follow syntactic structures, and hold narrative arcs in our working memory. We make predictions, we question, we infer. This builds critical thinking and analytical skills that simply cannot be replicated by passive viewing. It's the difference between looking at the picture of a muscle and actually lifting the weight. Regular reading improves memory, concentration, and problem solving skill. In essence, reading is the fuel for innovation. Think of how books like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein inspired modern science, or how Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird sparked civil rights discussion. Without it, we are left with superficial knowledge, vulnerable to misinformation in the digital age. So, how do we reignite this passion? How do we, as a society and as individuals, encourage it in an age of digital dopamine? It's not about shunning technology, but about rediscovering balance. Start small, find a genre you enjoy. Don't feel pressured to read classics immediately. Explore graphic novels, thrillers, romances, non-fiction that piques your interest. Make reading a part of your routine, even if it's just 15 to 20 minutes a day. Create a cozy reading nook. Turn off distractions. The enemy isn't the screen, it's the mindset. Encourage the use of e-readers and audiobooks. For a generation raised on devices, a tablet can be a getaway, not a barrier. Let's promote digital reading as a valid and powerful alternative. We need to rebrand reading from solitary scholarly chore to a shared joy. Book clubs, readathons, literary festivals, and creative events like Blind Date with a Book can inject a sense of community and excitement. Share what you are reading on social media. Use hashtags. Let's create a culture around books. Libraries are our unsung heroes. Let's support them. They offer not just books but a community space. Schools need to foster a love for reading, not just for grades, but for sheer joy of it. The single biggest predictor of a lifelong reader is being read to as a child. This isn't just about literacy, it's about associating books with comfort, safety, and parental attention. In schools, we must move beyond just testing comprehensions and foster a genuine love for stories. And for adults, lead by example. Let kids see you reading for pleasure. Create an environment where books are valued. The myth is that reading is for intellectuals or fiction lovers, but there is a book for every passion. Sports biographies, books on coding, gardening manuals, graphic novels, epic fantasies, deep dive into historical events. The key is to help people find their getaway book. Join book club. Discussing books with others deepens understanding and introduces you to new titles. Talk about what you're reading with friends and family. Social media can be a powerful tool for sharing book love, not just scrolling. When we encourage reading, we are not just cultivating individual minds, we are investing in every fabric of our society. It is a society with a longer attention span capable of engaging in complex political and social debates beyond 280 character slogans. It's a more critical society whose citizens can spot a weak argument, identify misinformation, and demand evidence. Reading is a societal glue that shapes ethical, informed citizens. By promoting critical thinking, it equips people to question misinformation and make better decisions. Essential in today's polarized world. Imagine a world where every child grows up with books, crime rates drop, mental health improves, and communities thrive. Reading fuels the imagination. Every great invention, every beautiful piece of art, every groundbreaking scientific theory began first as an idea. And ideas are the currency of books. We cannot create what we cannot first imagine. As we wrap up, remember the downfall of book reading culture is a call to action. It's a habit we have neglected, not a relic we have lost. So, what can you do? Pick up a book today, whether it's a classic like 1984 or a modern graphic novel, just for 20 minutes. Silence the notifications, put on some tea, and pick up a good book. Turn the page, rebuild your attention, expand your empathy, and exercise your mind. You are not just reading a story, you are investing in most important project there. That is building a wiser, kinder, and more imaginative world, one reader at a time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe for more thought-provoking content, and let me know in the comments what's your favorite and how has it changed your life. Until next time, keep reading and keep growing.